What's up, YouTube? All right, we back at it with another book review. This morning well, it's not this morning, it's this afternoon, but this afternoon I'm gonna be reviewing The Way of the Superior Man by David Dita, or Dita, I'm not really sure. A spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire. So I've actually read this book like a few times. Like I've got it, I believe I got it like 2021 last year. But I've read it multiple times. Like I just keep going back to it, highlighting, underlining things. And so I'm gonna just share with y'all a little bit my opinion on the book. Let me see, because I like to tell a little bit about the author. I don't think it. Okay, I don't think he. Usually it'll usually have like a little description about the author and things like where he's from, things that came to be. But I'm gonna just read a little like some of the preface. So originally, he wrote the book as a practical guide for men and their intimate lovers. He wanted to share with readers the lessons that he had learned in life, specifically how a man can grow spiritually while passionately tussling the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire. The way of the superior man is to realize your true strength by knowing who you are at depth right now. You learn to feel into awareness fully so you know yourself as a conscious presence. You grow to trust the alive fullness of this moment, appearing spontaneously as you in your experience. Your capacity to embody this profound force of presence in your gaze, breath, and action determines your perceived value, sexually and financially. Your woman in your world long for the authentic power of your awakened heart offered through your whole body. May that your deepest gifts overflow in the way of the superior man. So basically, from them passages, it's a book of mastering yourself spiritually, financially, and then like sexually too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this out. But let's just do. All right, so some things the book talks about. It talks about it's like 8 different parts in the book, so it doesn't do chapters. It does like 8. It does like part 1, all the parts on that, and then part 2, etc., etc. So something that I really liked about the book, it just talks about the spirituality of men, like how we should stop hoping for a completion of anything in life, living with an open heart, tolerating the woman leads to resenting her, choose a woman who chooses you, things like that. So I'll just go over a couple things I liked about the book, things I disliked, and then what I recommend the book. So one of my favorite parts in the book was part 5, which talks about the man's dark side, how we're always searching for freedom while the woman is searching for love. And I believe that to be true because as a man, we don't really, if you think about it, we don't really look for relationships like that. Like if we find a girl we like, yeah, we'll get in a relationship with her, but 9 times out of 10, it's because you're trying to fuck and you want to keep fucking that same woman. While the woman, she's always going to want a relationship. Like you ever been a dude and it seems like every time you talk to a woman, like damn, like anytime you talk to a woman at all, it's like damn, why she want a relationship with me? Like damn, why this woman want a relationship too? Like it always seems like the woman wants a relationship with you, and that's because that's what they're always looking for. That's their key to survival. While the man, we just go from woman to woman, but we're not really worried about, you know, long-term staying with them. We just, in the moment, we're just trying to, you know, get the goods. Also in part 5, it talks about owning your darkest desires. So whatever you desire as a man, you should just go for that. Don't repress yourself at all, because that leads to like you putting yourself in a shell, and you're not letting what you really want open up and flow naturally. Like you're trying to. It's kind of like how you be around your friends and you can be yourself, but then when you get around your parents or somebody else's parents, you like kind of act a little different, or maybe say some stuff you wouldn't say, or keep, or my bad, I rephrased that wrong. You wouldn't say things that you would normally say. Talks about that. She wants the killer in you. So she wants to know that you can handle any situation at any time. Like a great example right here. Most women are afraid of like spiders or bugs or any type of little animals or creatures or something like that. She gonna expect you to, get up and do something about it. If a burglar come in the house, she gonna expect you to get up and take care of it. So she wants the killer in you. She wants you to make sure that you can protect her and protect yourself at all times. And then last part in part 5, she needs your consciousness to match her energy. So what that's basically saying is like, if your girl is ever distressed or maybe she's angry about something, she wants your energy to match that too. So say she got off work and she just complained about having a horrible day at work, and she's just complaining about what all went down and things like that. She don't want you to be, and she's mad. She don't want you to be like, oh, babe, it's okay. Maybe tomorrow no, she wants you to be like, man, fuck them. They got you fucked up. This. Like, your energy got to match what she's feeling too. Not all the time, but that's what she needs. She needs that. The feminine needs that. So that's part 5 is probably like my favorite part. It just talks about the dark side of the men and things like that. What I also like how it talks about, so the spiritual side of the book, it talks about like body practices. So how men, we should, when we're having sex, we shouldn't be ejaculating. We should be like converting it to like, I don't know, you like convert it into like a different type of energy. I still got to read over that because I haven't fully understand it, but I also haven't practiced it either. But you like, I don't know, it talks about ejaculating up the spine. So like when you get the feeling like you about to, let loose, you like breathe down your front, like breathe, deep breath, and then you kind of want to pull that feeling like to your spine and then bring it up. So it's like the energy of, it's like all across, all around your body, things like that. So it's kind of hard to understand, but I kind of like that. Ambulances and things like that. Part 8 talks about the men and women's yoga of intimacy. So you're responsible. So men, we're responsible for the growth in our intimacy. If the relationship is getting boring, dull, we're not fucking enough, not feeling any love or anything like that, that's on us. We control like the growth of how much intimacy there is. Restoring your purpose in solitude and with other men. Like as men, we're not supposed to be around our girlfriends 24/7 and things like that. We need to be alone, or we need to be in a congregation with other men so we can build up that energy that, hey, chill out. So we can build up our energy, keep our mindsets, focused on other things. This dog barking at people and shit. But so some things I disliked about the book, kind of like in that body practice part, I kind of wish it had like examples, like maybe like an example, or maybe like like it describes it, but maybe like a picture or a way you could like visually see like how, things like that. So that's something I disliked, but that's a small dislike because I think the book's amazing. It's really like, if you're a man and you are feeling lost or stuck or not on your purpose, I think this book will really like open your eyes and get you to see see things from a different perspective, but also from like the man's perspective, because it's always about the woman this and the woman that, and you got to do this, this, and that. But this shows like it really brings you to be a superior man. It really shows you the way that works. Like it just do. So I can definitely recommend this book. As I said, I've read it multiple times. I go in and highlight things. Let me just show y'all some, not show y'all, but let me just read y'all some things I highlighted or underlined and things like that. All right, so this was in, let me see. All right, so this is like what a woman really wants. So I underline, your word is a demonstration of your purpose, of your masculine core. When you don't follow through with what you say you're going to do, she feels that your masculine core is weak. She feels let down. She can't trust your masculine direction, and so she feels a great loss. Over time, she will begin to pick up her own masculine protection against your lack of integrity. She will begin to guard herself against the hurt that your lack of carry-through causes. She will harden herself, becoming angular and tense. To her, you have failed at your word. She can't trust you. So I underline that because that's that's something I myself have experienced. Maybe I told my girl we go out on a date, or I'd pick up some food for her. I'd do this or do that, and then I end up not doing it. Maybe I get too lazy, or maybe I just forget. She'll end up like not trusting you. Be like, damn. So he said he couldn't do that. Maybe he can't. Maybe he can't only love me either, or maybe he can't take care of me either. So things like that. Things like that. It seems small, but you got to think about how many times you said you was gonna do something for her and you didn't follow through, or how many times you said something for your homie you said you was gonna do and you didn't follow through. So you got to keep that in mind too. The feminine, on the other hand, is not seeking freedom but love. A woman's bliss is not in emptiness but in fullness. Her means is not release but surrender. This is why a woman is upset when a man begins snoring after orgasm. He has finally achieved, in post-ejaculation emptiness, the blissful freedom from stress he has been seeking all day, one way or another. She, however, is hoping to experience love and fullness through sex, and the snoring man just doesn't do it for her. So it talks about how in here, I believe this is like on the dark side, like part 5. So it just talks about how a lot of the times men are like it says, we're just searching for freedom. We just want that nut. But the woman, she wants to feel love. Like she may say like, nut at me, or she wants you to release, but she really doesn't want you to release. She just wants you to keep going and feel that love, that energy. Like it talks about, like, if you're familiar with mythology, it talks about like the divine god Shiva. That's like the divine masculine equivalent. How she just wants to feel your full embrace, your love. And that's why it talks about how we're not supposed to ejaculate. We're supposed to take that energy in and put it through our whole body. And it, like, I don't know, it's like on an energy spiritual type level. But I think you guys should read the book. Definitely 10 out of 10. He also has some other books I have not read yet, and a lot of them is about, they're real just like sexual. Like it's a lot of sexual things, a lot of things about guys, enlightenment, things like that. So I think you guys should check out David Dita, The Way of the Superior Man. I can definitely give it a 10 out of 10. I recommend. And that's pretty much it for this book review. I'll catch y'all at the next one.